Easy English Listening Story. Hello, my friend. Welcome back to our English learning channel, A Normal Life. Almost after the stopwatch disappeared, life felt normal again. No more frozen moments, no more secret adventures. But something had changed. Me. I started paying attention. I listened when people talked. I helped, even without magic. Still, sometimes I missed the power. Not for fun, but for the feeling that I could do more. I often thought, is the story really over? Or is it just the beginning? A mysterious letter. One rainy afternoon, I opened my mailbox. There was only one thing inside, a small white envelope. No name, no stamp. Just a message inside. You use time well, but some don't. Would you help again? Go to the old library. Midnight. It wasn't signed. Was it a joke? A test? My heart beat faster. I decided to go. The timekeepers. At midnight, the streets were quiet, the sky was dark, and the wind was cold. I walked to the old library. My hands were shaking. What am I doing here? I asked myself. But something inside told me to keep going. The door to the library was old and heavy. I pushed it slowly. Creak. Inside, everything smelled like old paper and wood. Then I heard it. Tick, tick, tick. In the middle of the room, I saw a man sitting at a table. He was wearing a long gray coat. He had white hair and a calm smile. He looked up and said, "Hello. You came. Good. Do I know you?" I asked. He smiled. "No, but I know you. You used the stopwatch. You paused time. How do you know that?" The man stood up slowly. He walked to a shelf and pulled out a large book. The book said, "The Timekeepers." He opened it and pointed to a page. There was a picture of the stopwatch. And a picture of me. Me. Is this a joke? Man. No. This is real. You were chosen. Me. By who? Man. Not who. What? Time chose you. He closed the book and looked at me. "We are the timekeepers," he said. "We watch, we protect, we help, quietly." "Do you stop time too?" I asked. He nodded. "Sometimes. But not for fun. Not for games. Only when it's truly needed." Then he walked to a small drawer and took out something shiny. It was not a stopwatch. It was a key, a small silver key with a clock on it. He placed it in my hand. It was warm. It felt alive. Man. Use it only when your heart tells you it's right. Then he turned and walked away, into the shadows. I stood alone in the library, holding the key. So many questions in my head. But one thing was clear. My story with time was not over. Learning the limits. The next morning, I woke up with the key in my hand. It was real. I remembered what the man said. It doesn't stop time. It only slows it down. I wanted to test it. That afternoon, I walked to the park. There were many people around, children, runners, dogs. Then, I saw a boy drop his ice cream. He started crying. The ice cream rolled near a bench. A man was about to step on it. I held the key and focused. Now. Everything moved slowly. I grabbed the ice cream and returned it to the boy. Time returned to normal. Boy. "Oh, my ice cream!" Me. "Here you go. Be careful next time." Boy. "Thank you." It worked, but I was tired. Slowing time used my energy. That night I wrote rules in my notebook. I can slow time. Only for a few seconds. Use it wisely. Help, not play. Stay secret. Later, I saw a woman at a bus stop. She looked worried. Me. "Are you okay?" Woman. "I'm late for work. My bus is never on time." Me. "Maybe you'll get lucky today." She smiled, but stepped onto the road. A bus came fast. I used the key, slowed time, pulled her back. Woman. "What just happened?" Me, smiling. "I think you were just lucky." A wrong use. One day, I was walking past a store. A phone caught my eye. New, expensive, beautiful. No one was around, no cameras, no alarm. I used the key. Slowed time, walked in, took it. When time returned, I walked away. That night, I looked at the phone. It felt wrong, heavy in my hand, cold in my heart. I couldn't sleep. In the morning, I returned it, left it where it was. From that day, I promised, never use time for selfish things. A new friend. At school, I noticed a girl watching me. She had red hair and a curious smile. At lunch, she sat next to me. Girl, you paused time once, didn't you? I froze. What do you mean? Girl, don't worry, I did too. Her name was Lila. She had a key, just like mine. We talked for hours. We laughed, shared stories. We weren't alone. We helped people together, quietly, carefully. And I wasn't just saving time anymore. I was building something better. A friendship. The last test. It was a rainy night when the key began to glow. I was in my room, writing in my notebook. Lila called me. Mine is glowing too, she said. Something's happening. We met at the library. The man in the gray coat was waiting for us. He looked older than before. Tired. This is your final test, he said. He opened a large clock on the wall and stepped aside. Behind it was a doorway. We looked at each other, then walked through it. We were no longer in the library. We were in a train station. But something was wrong. Everything was frozen. We walked past the people, still like statues. Then we saw her. A little girl was standing near the edge of the platform. A train was coming fast. Lila closed her eyes. She drops her toy. She tries to pick it up. She doesn't see the train. I'll slow time, I said. You guide me. I used the key. Time slowed, just enough. Lila ran ahead and grabbed the girl, pulling her back. The train passed, fast, loud, dangerous. Then time returned. The girl looked confused, but safe. The man appeared beside us again. You didn't just use time, he said. You trusted each other. That is the real power. He placed a hand on our shoulders. Your keys will soon stop working, but what you've learned will stay. We nodded. We didn't need the magic anymore. What time taught me weeks past. The key stopped glowing. I still carried it, but it felt like a memory now. Lila and I still met often. We talked, read books, helped when we could. One afternoon, I sat alone in the park and watched the clouds. I remembered everything. The stopwatch, the frozen streets, the woman I saved, the mistake I made, the people I helped, the friend I found. I didn't pause time anymore, but I didn't waste it either. Because now I understood something very simple. You don't need magic to make time special. You just need to pay attention. Be kind. Help quietly. And remember, every second is a gift. So use it well. The end. Thank you for listening to this story. We hope it helped you enjoy English and think about time in a new way. See you in the next adventure.